Are you tired of the same old pro wrestling? Then check out the amazing action on Powerslam.tv, the biggest indie pro wrestling channel in the world. Get over 4,000 hours of the best pro wrestling events from over 110 of the biggest names in the industry from over 15 countries around the globe. Get your free trial today at Powerslam.tv.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Think Wrestling. My name is Tom, and it's Talking Wrestling. I'm going to turn it down a second because that's still going to be really, really loud. That should be a bit better. Test, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's a bit better. Okay, right. Hello again. Welcome back to Think Wrestling. My name is Tom. This is Talking Wrestling, and I'm here with an absolutely colossal guest. I'm here with the amazing Grace, Sadie Gibbs.
Colossal, I like that word.
Well, you are a very big name, so I feel like it's appropriate. So, Sadie, first of all, thank you very much for doing this for me. I massively appreciate it.
That's okay.
So, first thing I want to ask...
pleasure.
Good. So, obviously, first thing I want to do is address the elephant in the room, really. All Elite Wrestling. You have recently been... Now, I'm not sure how contracts there work, but I know that you have been announced for a member of their roster, haven't you?
I mean, there's been gossip and...
Yeah. Well, they pretty much confirmed it by saying Sadie Gibbs is All Elite.
I mean, where was that said?
It was said on...
That's news to me, guys.
Well, I saw it on their Instagram, and it's been... and I've seen numerous images of the All Elite roster with you in the females division.
At the moment, there's a lot of talk.
Yeah.
That's literally all I can say on the subject. Really, there's a lot of talk among fans and the social media side of things. Ever since David obviously wrote an article on me. But yeah, I mean, that's all I can leave you with today.
Well, you know, it's better.
So the elephant is leaving. Bye bye.
The elephant has left the room. The elephant came in, but stayed and left.
But yeah, all I can say is there's a lot of opportunities out there at the moment, and I'm ready to grasp one. So.
I mean, you certainly do a lot of travelling and touring for wrestling, don't you? So this opportunity, whether or not it actually comes to fruition, that's what wouldn't surprise me at all, considering the amount of places you get to.
I mean, yeah, I've been a few, haven't I?
That's just a few, so maybe a couple of places,
Yeah, I've been. Holland was like one of my first.
Yeah.
Germany. I've forgotten already. No, I'm joking. Holland, Germany. I'm off to Finland as well. Next month, which is very soon. I think next couple of weeks. I've been to Switzerland. I had an offer for Italy, but it clashed with another one, which is a shame. Japan, so I mean, who knows? Maybe America is my next.
I don't think any person in America will complain to get the chance to see it. And to be fair, I was starting to doubt if I'd actually get the chance to see it, because I know obviously you're not in one place for a particularly long time, are you? You spend a lot of time jumping between countries.
Yeah, I mean, even like my own, because as you know, I've got my fitness side of things, so I'm here, there and everywhere with everything really, but but going from country to country is amazing with wrestling. That's a dream, getting to travel.
I think you've achieved the dream for most, it's a dream. I mean, aside from obviously people saying WWE, but I think you've achieved the big goal, haven't you? I
mean, when I first started, WWE was like my main. Say that it was a focus of mine, and then I kind of got engrossed in the journey of just learn. I love learning. That's why I've gone from sport to sport. I always know when, I've always wanted to achieve, greatness in something. Yeah. And I kind of, you dabble in, I wouldn't say dabble, I gave everything my 100%. Yeah. And then, like I said, I came up with the Amazing Grace because it led me to wrestling, and wrestling was where I found myself. I thought, this is it. I've always been a performer. I've always loved showing out, and, I've always always wanted to fight. So, I mean, yeah, I like kicking ass, including my own in the gym. So
I say that's a pretty. There's just someone peering through the window there.
Don't screenshot that. I just pulled the most hideous face. Oh, yeah, the elephant's back. The elephant is back.
The elephant has entered the room again. Yeah, we probably could have phased that a bit better, couldn't we?
Yeah, that was a bit bad because we didn't actually know what the elephant we was talking about.
Yeah,
but he was the elephant.
Yeah, and the elephant of. You know, we'll just gloss over that. We won't go into that because we'll just pretend that never happened. so the one thing you mentioned there is the character, the Amazing Grace. You know, when you started doing wrestling as a bigger thing. So what actually was the inspiration behind that, the Amazing Grace?
See, when I started, that got a lot of like. What's the word? I got a lot of like mixed reactions, mixed opinions, because everyone was like, well, your name's Sadie, but you're calling yourself Grace.
Yeah.
And at the same time, because unfortunately when you're not established and you're kind of building that establishment, you know, you're going to get that people need to know you for a name and they need to kind of ground on you. But as long as you stay true to the characteristics you had behind why I said the Amazing Grace.
Yeah.
And I think eventually, without me having to explain myself all the time, I think people just understood it, and if they follow me in a strong way, you will see that my kind of character is all about grace and healing and kind of using that to better yourself and just literally be a better you. Because, like I always say, like I did in the seminar. Another passion of mine is like motivational speaking. I love motivational speakers, and I've always wanted to kind of use this platform as well to inspire others and just enhance, you know, people to have more grace in what they do, because it's so easy to get bitter with things. I mean,
it is. I
wanted to be an elite gymnast. I wanted to get to the Olympics, but you know, I got a block going backwards. So I had to come away from that, gradually let go of that. Then I started, and that's having grace to be able to do that and then start another sport, rather than like for some people, a lot of people don't have that confidence, and once they're knocked in something, they'll go, what's the point? And you know, I like to inspire others to go, no, you've done that, it didn't serve you. So now take that grace, use the lessons and be better in something else. And that's why I called myself the Amazing Grace. Not for the fact I thought it was amazing or anything like that. It just, I love the song, I love you know, everything about it. And it, again, like people ask me if I'm religious because I've got that on my arm and stuff. I'm not I'm not religious, but I believe we should all have our own beliefs. And I have got my own beliefs, and the cross means something to me in my own little way. Amazing Grace means something to me in my own way. It's nothing religious about it. But so for me, the Amazing Grace was all about my journey, and that was what led me to wrestling. So for me, it meant something for me regardless of all the opinions, regardless of people telling me stick with one name, just be your Grace. I don't want to be Grace, you know, I don't want to be Amazing Grace, because it's not just about the name, it's about the whole concept of
and
grace,
what the actual thing means in itself, isn't it?
Like it. And I don't call myself the Amazing Grace, really. Announcers put it on there and say it, Sadie Gibbs, the Amazing Grace. But I love it because it is what built me in the business. But now I don't feel like I need to characterise myself with it. So that's why I went to Undefinable. So then I went over to the Undefinable, and I was like, I don't want to be defined with anything. So getting to the main thing, I'm a vegetarian, but I eat fish occasionally. But you know, like I say, I don't like to say I'm this, I'm that. I just make choices that I like to do.
I think that is the best way to do things. I think the worst thing you can do is say, well, is build yourself on what other people think you should be, that sort of thing. So,
but back to what we was talking about. I am so passionate in people, like, for instance, in the seminar today, Leah, one of the girls that took part, she said that she's got personality disorder, and I actually said to her, I genuinely think we've all got a bit of that. Personally, like one day I'll dress as a cowgirl, next day I'm dressing as a rock chick. You know, and that's when I sort of thought, because you can get lost in thinking, well, who am I? What is my image? Why do you need to be anyone? Why do you need to have an image? You might wake up in a different mood one day and, you know, you just literally be how you feel and what you want to do in that moment.
Yeah.
And it's all about, just be undefinable. Don't let people define you, characterise you.
Yeah, I think the worst thing you can do, I mean, is try too hard to give yourself an image that you need to live by.
Because the thing is, it's like, you're never going to be like the person I was at 16. I'm not now.
Yeah.
You know, you grow and you change, and your character and your image changes with that as well.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, cut my hair off this year, and my hair was like, I defined myself with my hair.
Yeah.
Like, long hair was like a part of me, and the thought of losing it. And that's where it's dangerous, because you're not in touch with who you are.
Yeah.
Because if your hair becomes that much a part of who you are, like, it's just an example.
Yeah.
But, like, that's just an example. So, for me, I got to the point where I got so confident in who I was and what I wanted from life and what actually makes me happy. Don't get me wrong, I still have we all still go through our growth points, and we get low and we have to discover another part of ourselves. But the actual aspect of, like, when I cut my hair off, I was like, because it was just like,
this sort of big sigh of relief, isn't it? Like, I'm free.
I like short hair, I feel free. It was like a big kind of, no, this feels more like me. It's not even like, it's at that moment in time, it's like, this is better. I can wrestle better, I can, so I just got really set on being undefinable. And my passion is in that, and just because I think it's so easy for, especially youngsters today, like the pressure of everything. The pressure of social media.
Oh my God.
Even me, you sit there and you're comparing yourself, and then you start and you're like, oh, well, I want to look like this, I want that, I want this.
I mean, it is positively unhealthy for you to do that, isn't it?
So the main thing, like again, I started not unfollowing people because I didn't want to follow them, they just didn't make me feel good about myself. So I started following different people that inspire me in different ways, so like aerial people or dancers or, you know, people that are actually influencers in their life, and they look to influence other people's life. You know? And that's what I do in my, like, just because I'm a wrestler, I try and show all aspects of life on social media and keep that as undefinable as possible. Like, one day you'll see me, you know, looking girly as hell. Next minute I'm a tomboy on a quad bike. So it's just like, you just got to be who you are in that moment and that day. And same in the ring. My aim is always to just get people to go, oh, I wasn't expecting that. Like, where'd that come from? Or, you know. Obviously, as a wrestler, you do get to find, and you do have a character that people like to. I mean, I don't know what's your perspective on my character, because it's lovely. It's interesting. It's interesting to hear people's perspective on you as a character.
That's tricky.
You're on the spot now, aren't you?
I don't like this. Oh God, this is new.
It's going to make me end this interview very quick.
I'm normally the one putting the messages on the spot all the way around.
I'm quite good at that.
Let's see. How would I define your character?
Don't use the word define.
Okay. How would I? What's my word then? Perceive a character. Thank you. I mean, pretty much what you said. You don't. You've not got a absolute definitive thing like this is what I'm doing, and I'm never ever going to change this. I mean, this will be my first time seeing you compete in person. But the matches and the stuff that I've seen online, I mean, whether they're the full, 50-minute match or just, a 3-second highlights,
or a very common GIF.
Or the or the thing actually
Transformer move looking. I mean, look, if it looks good, but a GIF can make it look exceptional.
Oh yeah. GIFs are magic things. They can take the most ordinary of things and turn it into, oh my God, that's amazing.
The internet is a funny place.
The internet is both brilliant and awful at the same time.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of another word beginning with B there to go brilliant, but I couldn't. So I had to say awful there, but that wasn't very good of me.
From what?
I think Mr. Must have been there.
I completely saved him there through trying to give me his perception of me.
Oh, you actually have.
Did you notice that? Completely saved you.
Completely just invaded that question completely.
It's fine because I don't like it to be defined anyway. We have another elephant.
Hello.
I want to start on this again.
Oh.
I want another special guest appearance.
Go on then.
We can't. We're again.
And
Edit.
hi. Pop it in. So good fun.
If there's one thing to take from these interviews, it's that it never ever goes. It's never a really boring Q&A. I mean, this always happens basically.
Yeah, especially when you come in.
Oh yeah. I would have been amazed if we'd have got the entire interview without anyone walking in. To be honest,
We should lock the door.
is there? I don't think there's a lock on the door. Actually, is there?
No, we can't.
I can't
we
see.
can't do that.
We can't. I mean, I can't be bothered to do that at this point. So going back to what you said about traveling the world, you've done a lot of that now, haven't you? So I mean, what's that been like, basically? Because I mean, outside of wrestling, I imagine the experience alone of experiencing all of those different cultures and countries must have been pretty surreal.
So when I first got my first one, it was more, you kind of jumping on a plane for the first time on your own. You don't know where you're going, don't know where you're staying.
Mine the first one must have been really stressful.
Yeah. Well, it was and it wasn't. Like, it kind of, I was excited, so I just went. So that's not like you can go with the excitement or fear, right? And I just thought, I'm gonna go with the excitement. I mean, it was I think my second match ever.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Blimey. That's going from 0 to 100.
Yeah, it was. But that's how I've always found I learn. Whether I'm ready or not, I think, you're going to learn in those deep situations. So put me in the deep end and I'll make sure I come out swinging.
Yeah.
Not swimming. That's what I always say to myself.
Yeah.
Like, I want to, as much as the deep end is, that's how you learn to swim. I think my dad just picked me up and just I think he just picked me up, lobbed me in the deep end and went, swim!
Right, swim! Don't drown!
That's the best way to learn, because you're going to panic, aren't you? But everything's obviously scary when you're doing something new. I've always wanted to travel, and it's been amazing. I have to say, Germany's probably been one of my favourite places to go. Just lovely there. I love it. Obviously Japan was amazing. That was an experience.
Oh yeah, what was that with the Stardom, wasn't it?
That was tough, but it was an experience. It was great, and it was something I always wanted to do. Long term, I wouldn't want to live there. It wasn't for my, I think I got thrown out of the shopping centre for doing a tuck back. I don't know if you've seen, but I kind of flip everywhere I go. I'm like, I want to do a flip here. Cartwheel everywhere. And,
like 90% of videos on your Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter are just you doing flips and bit.
I put that video actually of the supermarket.
Oh yeah.
On my Instagram. And it was funny because I did it, and then the security guard was like, come running round, because everything's so reserved there. They're very graceful in how they carry themselves.
Yes, and then there's you just doing some.
I'm not saying I'm not graceful. I'm just a bit out there, I'm a bit
unorthodox. I think
I'm a bit that's the one. But, so for me, I couldn't live there. Like I like to be naughty sometimes, and you can't be there. You've got to be really I'd like to be show my character everywhere I go. And you can't. I felt there. You've got to be very. You kind of not reserved, but you've got to
but you've got to be sort of very aware and respectful of their culture.
Yes, culture. That's the way. That's what I was looking for. You've got to be very aware of their culture.
Which I mean, obviously, there is no issue with that at all. But I mean, it can be a bit challenging at times, I'd imagine.
Yeah, just like I said, like some people go there. I love the wrestling. That was incredible. And, oh my God, I learnt so much. I learnt so much in terms of just everything, move, just how I want to portray myself. And I found a lot more of myself in Japan wrestling. and yeah, it kind of was a making of me, really. I think when I went there.
Yeah.
And as you know, I had to come back
Yeah.
certain circumstances. But yeah, that kind of was a shame, but at the same time, I did what was best for me at the time.
Yeah.
And obviously, family for me is big time. It's important.
Oh yeah.
It should always be like, because you can't take back them things if you miss anything like that.
Oh, you absolutely can't. Yeah.
So yeah, I made the right decision, and then come back, and I've just been working hard ever since.
I'd say you've been doing pretty well for yourself. I mean, you've been doing decent maybe.
Yeah, there's no rush in if you're not happy when you're succeeding, you're not succeeding. So,
Oh yeah, but I mean, I think that's one of the most difficult mentalities in wrestling. Is that
it can be really hard.
Yeah, is doing well, but are you enjoying what you're doing? And if you are doing it well,
because eventually you can get if you get that mentality of you feel like you get nothing back, or and obviously you're travelling like 4 hours to get to locations, and 4 hours back, and sometimes it's all day, and then you feel like you're not really getting anything back, and you lose the enjoyment of actually doing it because you love it. Yeah, that's when it can get mentally tough, I think. Yeah, and I think a lot of wrestlers will probably say they've gone through that patch where they want to quit. Yeah. And they question whether it's worthwhile or anything like that. Yeah. I mean, I've not been wrestling, I'd say, long enough to get to too many of those points. I mean, I think Japan was in its best, like, great experience, and obviously a tough experience. Like, it really was an insight in wrestling and how tough it is to do it full time and all that kind of thing, and the pressures of it and stuff. But as I said, you either come out stronger or it breaks you. And
pretty much, yeah.
For me, there was a little bit of both, but I've definitely come out. I mean, I don't let much
more on the stronger side of things.
I don't let much break me, kind of thing. It will temporarily, but never let things. You've got to come out on top. It's your life at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not doing what you enjoy, and I mean, so many people say that. I mean, the common thought essentially is that you need to leave college or university, get a really down-toned office job and then live that out. I mean,
that's another thing.
So many people have said that to me. I think, well, I don't want to do that though. That's why I'm doing this. I don't want to do.
That's another thing. This is what I mean. There's kind of like a set thing of what you need to do with your life. And I'm not saying I always kind of knew what I wanted and knew I knew my interests, and luckily they all feed in together. Yeah. I mean, I didn't know I wanted to be a wrestler. I knew I wanted to be, like, I wanted to achieve, and I always had this inner search, and that's what led me to wrestling. Because obviously, as kids, we was all into the Attitude Era, like my age group anyway. I think I don't know many people that didn't watch it when it was like,
in its prime,
essentially. In its prime, and I had the ring, and me and my brother would lob all the wrestlers at the walls and
that sounds great.
So we had that, but life took me away from it, and my interest to become a better person and kind of grow and be the best version I can be, kind of. And I think the thing with social media at the moment, and especially if you're in any business, like, people feel like you should have this fixation of knowing what everyone else is doing and what everyone else is achieving. Yeah. And you kind of start to feel like should I know that? Should I know this person's name? Should I know that person's name? It's a respectful thing to know everyone. Yeah. But if I don't, I'm trying not to feel a kind of guilt or a lack of, like, I shouldn't be there because I don't know these people that I'm around and that kind of thing. And at first I'd say, because I find it hard to be 100% self-focused and achieve greatness in yourself, as well as obsessing over everyone else's greatness. Yeah. So I got to the point where I stopped worrying that whether you should be, you kind of, because that happens, I think, in wrestling. I think everyone gets fixated on what everyone else is doing, and that's when they end up wondering why they're falling behind. Yeah, because you're worrying about other people's success.
Yeah, I mean, it's extremely difficult.
But it's normally not good. The rowing that people are doing is normally not a good it's kind of like they're frowning on it because someone else is succeeding, they don't feel like they are.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you're seeing someone else succeed and you're like, yes, and you're inspired by it, that's great.
That's absolutely fantastic. Yeah,
but it's when you're looking, because we've all done it.
Yeah.
It's when you're looking at someone going,
wait, should I be doing?
That should be me.
Yeah.
I want to be doing. And then you get these negative thoughts that then go into self-loathing.
Yeah.
And you kind
of. It just leads into a massive negative downward spiral, doesn't it?
Yeah. And I've been there. I mean, and I got to that point where I was like, no, I don't want to obsess over anything. You know, I want to learn as I go.
Yeah.
I don't know everything, far from.
Yeah.
But that's the exciting thing about the journey, you know, because I don't know everything. Like, coming to the seminar today, I was crapping my pants, thinking, oh no, I can't name drop, I can't, you know. Which is what I kind of thought seminars were all about.
Yeah.
And, you know, and just knowing everything. And it's not like today the seminar flowed and I put my perspective across on wrestling and kind of told the girls about my journey and kind of what I'd learnt from it and just inspired them with my story, really.
Yeah.
And that's all, and I realised that's all you've got in your journey in your life is to endure things and share it with others.
Yeah.
So that they can feel inspired like you once did and like you still do, because I'm always looking for new inspirations.
Oh yeah, and I mean the entire journey of wrestling is in itself a learning experience, isn't it? You know, you're always learning something in wrestling, you know, whether it's a new move or a new, I don't know,
or just history as well. Like, you kind of, there's a real respect thing in wrestling which I love.
Yeah.
But it's like you can be frowned upon sometimes if you're not quite, and it's not that you're ignorant or you're, you know, it's not any of those things.
Yeah.
But it can be looked upon like that.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's just, you know, I'm completely new to the business.
Yeah.
The business itself, and I'm learning as I go. Literally, I'm trying to just learn and take on stuff, and that's just literally, and that's what I've got to the point where I'm like, I'm not going to feel bad that I don't know as much as someone that might have been interesting and stayed interesting since they were 10.
Yeah.
Because everything that I've gone away and done has kind of made me be able to be this person.
Exactly, yeah. And I mean, the worst thing that I think one of the worst things, one of the worst mindsets in wrestling, you know, is for people to assume that you don't have respect for the business, you know, just because, say, you can't, you know, recall a certain match, you know, that happened on Raw back in 1987. And
you do. You start to, like, I might have watched that match, but my memory and capacity to list off names and moves and all that kind of thing within a previous match of, like, some people, I think it's amazing. I wish I was a sponge like that.
Oh, so do I. I wish I could just absorb information like that.
Do you remember that main event in 19, and like, I wish I was a sponge to do that.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to remember sometimes what I did yesterday.
Yeah, so am I, to be honest. I've got the balls.
No, it's honest, it's serious.
Yeah.
So it's not that you're ignorant or you've got no respect. It's just that, you know, some people are sponges in knowledge. Like,
I mean, that's great, but don't use that as a reason to think that you are above anyone else. Because, I mean, right, there was a point. There was a point when you also knew nothing and you were learning as well. So
100%. And that's the thing. Like, you get people who say to you, you know, I've been in the business years, and it's like, well, the journey. I wouldn't ever slate on anyone's journey or say, because everyone, no matter where you end up, like, there's a couple of actors that I've looked into, and they only found acting in their 30s.
Yeah.
And they made it huge. But they're not wanting to do acting their whole life. They just decided to actually take that confidence and finally step up and go, I want to make something of my life.
Yeah.
And they did that, and it was in their 30s, you know?
Yeah.
It don't matter when you decide to go, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
You know, some people start earlier and have the confidence earlier. Some people don't. Some people have to grow into that confidence and go through everything they go through before they reach the point where they're like, this has made my life have purpose.
Yeah.
And make me not want to go out every weekend and get drunk. And because that's what people do, you know, when they feel like they want to go out and get drunk. I mean, I still like to have an occasional drink and have fun, but I mean,
there is no issue, with that at all.
I don't need to go out and kind of every weekend. But
you don't feel like you absolutely need to do that.
It's just feeling like you've got a purpose, and we all find it late points in our life, and we all find out, because some people's success might be a family, or other people might really want to make something of themselves, but they don't have the confidence to do it. And that's what I said, it happens later on through them developing more self-awareness and getting more self-assured and all those kind of things. And unfortunately, I'll babble on now, because the terms of this is stuff that I'm really passionate about.
Yeah, well, I mean, the more you blab on, the better for me, basically.
I don't know about them. But, no, being self-assured can be frowned upon. Yeah. And it shouldn't be, really, because it just, as long as you're not, arrogance obviously is a completely different, there's such a line.
I mean, there's self-confidence and then there's arrogance, isn't there?
And arrogance is just literally thinking you're above everyone. Yeah. And that's no way to carry yourself, because you're not. You've just had a journey that's enabled you to, have grace, like I say, and share that to bring people up to that level where you feel you've reached in terms of who you are. Yeah. Not where you've got, who you are. Yeah. Because that's where you get places, because you've reached a level in yourself where you believe in yourself. Yeah. And that's what I say to people, I'm going to say, I hate the word hate, but I really hate entitlement. Yeah. That for me, I don't care, and I'm going to say it, in terms of where you are, if there's a sense of being entitled, and they're looking down on people that are really, you can tell they have had, you don't know their journey, you don't know where they've been, and then you're going to call them out on one of your projections and insecurities, and which could potentially shatter them as a person if they're not strong enough to push through it. And for me, it's where's your right to do that to somebody? And I'm really passionate in standing my ground with that, because it happens to a lot of people. It does, yeah. It happens to a lot of people, and they don't have the confidence to carry themselves through it. So you get someone that's self-entitled, who that person might have looked up to in the past. They've met them, and then they've made them feel like absolute shit. Yeah, and that's their idol, Yeah, I mean, I think that's where the saying "never meet your idol" comes from, because it's always that mentality of, are they going to be how I've imagined them, or are they going to completely break me? Yeah, I wouldn't say that. It's as long as it's not the case with everyone, is it? Oh yeah, definitely not the case with everyone. But you might get a certain few, and it's just a real shame that people get to a level and just change. Yeah, because what got you there is being that person you was before you got there. And no one ever goes into wrestling knowing everything. That just never happens. And even when you're in wrestling, you can't. For me, my perception of things is wrestling is such a broad spectrum. Oh, it's massive, yeah. And it's a matter of what I like to watch, you might not like to watch. Yeah. What someone might, and this is perceptions in wrestling, and that's what makes it great, and that's what gives all these different characters a stage and somewhere to shine, because you're reaching out to different people. Yeah. Yeah. And that's what I love about wrestling, is that you can be an inspiration and you can really influence someone's life. Yeah. And wrestling gives you that to do it, because people really, to change the world in the littlest bits, in a positive way. It makes everything worthwhile, full stop, doesn't it? Yeah, I mean, and even if you only need to get one person saying you made me smile today, that can carry you, saying you made me smile today, that can carry you through the rest of the year, can't it? That's genuinely why I love coaching. Yeah. And I missed it when I went to Japan. It's going to be, if I ever do wrestling full time, it's going to be really hard for me not to, because I like to give something back. I don't like things to be all about me. Yeah. I mean, you have to work on yourself to be able to help other people anyway. Yeah. In my honest truth. Yeah. You do. And that is why I work really hard on myself and my own life. Because when I coach, when I'm with that person, it's all about them. Yeah. It's all about them. It's all about using what I've learned about myself and putting that into them, giving people confidence, giving people a lease of life,
Yeah.
I get great enjoyment out of coaching. Like, for me, it's like a soul feeder.
Yeah.
It feeds my soul, and that's what life's all about. It's constantly to keep feeding things that feed your soul. It's all about finding that, and if you're doing things that kill your soul, which is, like I said, being entitled.
Yeah.
Because
You just.
at the end of the day, we're all human beings.
Yeah.
We're all, so if you've got a sense of entitlement, you feel like you've got to hold that.
Yeah.
And all you're doing is eating it yourself, and your own ego's ruling you. And this isn't me being finny, because we've all got a place we want to get to in our life, entitlement actually eats the person that I think's so entitled.
Oh, it does, absolutely, yeah.
Up, so it's a shame, but
yeah.
So just remember, like, this for me, it's all about, like, I've got this tattoo.
Yeah.
All my tattoos mean something, but this one's like, see, it's got a key, an anchor, and like a compass.
Oh, yeah.
So it's all about, like, losing your way and finding your way back. The anchor, staying grounded, and I hold the key to my life.
Yeah,
success, basically.
I mean, I see that. I still think that's got much more meaning than my tattoo. I mean, aside from that, independent wrestling, that's just thought. You know what? I like tribal, so can I get a tribal?
I mean, no,
thing
you've got to be looking pretty, right?
Oh, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, it's a bit incomplete. Still need to go up there, so.
It's cost though, doesn't it? They're not cheap.
God,
sometimes you'd rather go on holiday than have a tattoo.
You would.
But yeah, no, their tattoos are great. I love them.
Yeah. They are. They're great if you can tolerate the pain.
Yeah.
Which, of course, depends.
For me, all mine have done. Like, if you go through something, I go and get a tattoo. That makes me sound really deep.
You see, I would do that, but I just can't afford it. I would bang myself before I got to do every meaningful thing I've ever done in my life. I would be broke.
Just get them small, get little.
You know what
you need to do? You need to make friends with a tattooist.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well,
that's my aim.
Yeah. I think that's the thing. That's the aim of every person he starts getting inked. You know, they think, like, now I need to make friends with the tattooers. Get as cheap as possible, basically.
True. As long as they're good.
As long as they're good, yeah. And as long as you don't constantly shake throughout the entire thing. I mean, I was doing things. I was sitting there like shaking like man. It was having to pin my arm down. I was too shaky for, which is why it's a bit wonky in places.
That's a big one.
And
they hurt in that area.
They do. That is what that is.
I bled a lot.
Oh god.
Yeah.
See, I'm being squeamish, so I hear that and I just think, I don't do well with blood.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's my little story.
So one more thing I will ask you before, because you are in the main event, so I know there's probably things you've got to run through.
Plan,
you got to plan your match.
Put that on there. Oh God, can't put that on there.
Well, by the time this is out, the main event will be well over, so it shouldn't matter too much.
Yeah, we need to go through things and.
Yeah, but what about now?
Talk about killing each other.
Yep.
That's what's going to happen.
Pretty much, yeah. Kill and don't be killed, basically.
Yeah.
Sound like it's a plan, but what I want to ask is you've wrestled in many countries and you competed against many people. I haven't you, but I want to ask: is there a particular person or persons, let's say maybe 3 or 5 people, that stand out to you as someone who you thought you worked really well with?
I personally love, who's a recent up-and-comer, Mercedes Blaze.
Oh, yeah.
I love her, and she's just one of the most genuine people I've met in wrestling. And I just think she's one of them self-assured, not arrogant people. She's very self-assured, she's not judgmental, she's just a nice person.
Yeah.
And she's great at wrestling. So that's
always helps.
2 bonuses, Another person who can be a nice inspiration for people, and that's who So Mercedes Blaze, definitely one of them.
Yeah.
One to watch in terms of WWE NXT UK. I think she won't be long, hopefully.
Yeah.
It's
always quite a.
So you're saying someone I've had a match with?
Yeah. Or well, someone you at some point, you know, that you have worked with, you know, in wrestling, whether it be in like singles match,
that I've enjoyed, or
that you've enjoyed, you thought you worked really well with them, just like everything
ODB.
clicked in that moment.
ODB, was incredible.
Yeah.
Really fun, and just what an experience to work with someone like her. Really good chemistry.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. There's been a few now.
Yeah. I knew that's a challenging question.
Yeah. Bjorn. I struggle to say his name. But he's from Lucha.
Oh, yeah.
And
Underground, I'm going to guess?
no, not the I haven't wrestled in Underground, so that's in America, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is it? I think so.
Lucha Underground?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's here. There's a big... No, Lucha Underground is America.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in
Yeah,
America.
you're making me doubt myself. Like, oh.
I'm pretty sure it's in America.
Yeah, no, School of Lucha.
Oh, yeah.
So I had a match with him when I first... And it was great. It's still one of my favourite matches to date, really. He was great.
Yeah.
Again, it's kind of hard for some people to get their faces out there, isn't it? But
yeah,
he's doing well. So he was one of my favourite matches. Bjorn Bowman, he's called. Bjorn.
Oh, yeah.
I can't. It's like a Bjorn, like French kind of.
Oh, God.
Bjorn Bowman. He was great. I had a match with Kaylee Ray, which was really cool. Really different, very fast paced. That I enjoyed.
Oh, yeah.
That was really fun. She's definitely a unique person. I've always looked up to her. I think
Yeah.
she's great. Yeah, so they're my main standouts, really. I've worked, obviously, like I said, Mercedes at the start, I worked her a lot. So she's great. Is there any you've seen that you thought... I'm trying to think of one that really did stand out, because you know your mind goes blank when you pop.
Yeah.
The elephant needs to come back so I can think. God, why have I gone blank? She's big.
Big name. Let's see.
Do you know any of my...
Oh, I'm trying to remember now, because the only matches of yours that I've
It's
seen
going to bug me. She's got dark
online.
hair, very model. She does a lot of modelling.
Um,
She's been wrestling for years since she was a kid with her brothers in the garden.
Lana Austin?
Yeah!
That's the
Lana.
only... Yeah.
That was a great match. That was a great match as well. That was
Actually, that is the most recent online match of yours that I've seen.
and viewed a lot. Kellyanne, there you go. Now they're coming back to me. Kellyanne.
Sort of limb back to you now.
Lana Austin, two of my most favourite matches as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say they're the ones that I've really, really enjoyed.
Yeah.
Plenty more to come.
And plenty more to come. You know, I mean,
and another one, Viper.
Oh yeah.
I only got to work a little bit in Japan, but another beautiful person, really lovely girl. Someone that I think is going to go far in the end.
She will go far. Yeah.
Just been signed, so hopefully, she's going to go far in that as well. She's
Yeah.
So they're my ones. Yeah, I only got to work a little bit, which was gutting, but it was amazing. You know.
Yeah.
She's someone I followed from the very start, so that was cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just really like genuine, nice people.
Yeah. I think that's...
At the end of the day, it's all about, meeting people that you've got chemistry with, and you really...
Yeah.
And you get to meet some great people.
Oh, you do, yeah. And then not some...
And that's what you want to focus on.
That's what you want to focus on,
not
yeah.
the not so great.
Not the not so great people, which I nearly said there.
Because the thing is, it's easy to focus on that, like anything in life, but there are a lot of great people in wrestling.
Yeah.
That's what I try and focus on.
Yeah.
Even if you are like bombarded with a load of toxicness.
Yeah, I mean,
which happens when you start to get opportunities and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But if you weren't getting any attention, you're not.
Yeah.
You're not a bother, really, are you? So
what I always think is, if people hate you, it means you're doing something right, basically.
Yeah, and usually the people that hate you aren't the relevance.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but
I mean, unless it's something of really massive, like say I don't know, Sasha Banks. Is first name that came to my mind.
She followed me the other day.
Oh, did she? Oh, blimey!
She followed me on Instagram, and I'm not joking. I did kind of jump around and screenshot it, and I was like, screenshot! Jumped around like, can't believe Sasha just followed me. And I was like, yeah, it just shows, doesn't it? It's we're all normal people. We all get inspired by people.
You know what? I have got a collection.
Should I show you?
I've got a collection of screenshots on my phone for when people who are really big have a follow me.
Yeah, it's
on
exciting.
Instagram and Twitter. I think I've got screenshots from when Lana followed me, Session Martina followed me. Oh,
Yeah.
that's brilliant.
So yeah, that was pretty fun.
That's amazing. I've got screenshots of Lana following me, Nadia Sapphire following me, Session Martina following me. I've got screenshots for all of them.
That's cool.
Which it takes up way too much memory in my phone.
You're gonna have to tag me in something so I can follow you as well.
Oh, I will. Yeah, I'll absolutely do that.
I'm gonna take my shoes off. I hope they don't smell because my feet are hot.
Every person in this building is hot at this. It's a really hot day. So,
but yeah, so yeah, like I said, it's you don't. The thing is, if you go about rowing, whether you're liked or disliked, it's just when you're not going to get the true love and hate. You're going to get both, unfortunately, and
you can't ever go.
If you focus
on
the hate, you'll become someone you hate.
Yeah, basically.
Focus on the hate, become someone you hate.
But yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah,
that's the only way to word it.
Yeah,
because you focus on becoming someone that they like.
Yeah,
that's not someone who you are. So
yeah,
stay true to who you are, guys.
Yeah. Life advice from Sadie Gibbs. So true to who you are.
It's true, and the only way I can say all this is because it's all self-development stuff that I've done. You know, we've all been through these little phases where we become someone we're not to please someone, and all these little things, and on the line you're like, what the am I doing?
Yeah.
Like, no, I don't like myself, and I have to wake up myself. I have to live with myself.
Yeah.
I have to go to bed with myself, and. Yeah, if I don't like who I am, then what's the point?
Then that becomes.
Do they smell? Sorry.
No.
Oh, good.
Ben, I've had a cold for the past 5 years of my life.
It's probably good for him.
But I can't smell anything. So
it's probably good.
I'm sure not that bad.
No, they're not, but they're not great at the same time. God, now everyone's going to go, Sadie's got smelly feet. But yeah, so just in a little finisher, if we're finishing up now, my main thing at the moment is like to make sure I never, if I'm ever going through a patch, that I'm, and I see it as like a development growth phase. It's not I'm lost, because I used to think I was lost all the time, and now I just focus on I've got to find myself again. There's something changing. I've got to adapt and learn a new bit about myself, and it's always a painful journey. And I think the only journey we have in life is discovering who we are. And feeding our soul. And like I said, don't focus on the hate, because you're going to get that in anything where you start accomplishing. It's not even success, because success is different to everyone. But anything to where you start accomplishing something someone else might want. Or someone else might think they want. I don't know. And just all those things. It creates hate, and unfortunately, it's not a reflection of you. It's a reflection of them. And don't retaliate. Don't retaliate back, because that also, will create. You're giving them a reason to hate. Really.
You are,
And it's not who you are.
I think
you've never had a problem.
I think what's so difficult is it's so easy to focus on the negative things that people say about you, and it's so easy to essentially obsess with then trying to improve yourself.
With what?
Well,
I'm like, with what? You're trying to improve yourself? Or? I think it's easy to obsess over, like, I'm not obsessive anyway, to be honest. I've got an obsessive personality. Anything I kind of get interested in, I'm like, I obsess over it until I've accomplished it. So at the moment, it's kind of all this aerial stuff. I've seen a lot of people doing all the free running and stuff. And I'm kind of into all that at the moment as well, to incorporate, because it's all about, again, you can't look for joy in one thing, one aspect. It has to come from all these little things that interest you and inspire you. And that all comes into, like I say, it all comes into wrestling for me. But where was we?
Talking about I forgot now. Something about
but obsessing. Don't obsess over becoming someone that people kind of portray you need to be. Like I've been told before, one thing that'll always really kind of sticks with me is I was once told, you know, I've been in the business a long time and I've kind of been through this, I've been through that, and you come and you can do a flip.
Yeah.
And for me, that's not only is that really, really shallow and not, you're just seeing the world as it's through a game projection that the person or whatever was said isn't able to flip, and it's a projection of, you know, that insecurity. But again, it's taken away everything I've kind of worked towards, and I've worked hard, because I mean, gymnastics training wasn't an easy ride. I was in tears a lot of the nights and stuff, you know, back in the day when it was brutal. You weren't allowed viewing windows because it was strict, you know, it was disciplined, and you were stretched until you cried and all that stuff. So whatever journey people endured, never kind of, you're there with that person and with people. If you get to a point, you're there because it's not, no one deserves anything, but it's like, you're there because you've worked to be there. Yeah. And whether someone else don't see it that way and they've got let them have their opinions, let them have their things. And for me, it just says a lot about them as a person. And you kind of have to carry on doing what you're doing, because there's a reason that you're getting them opportunities, and there's a reason people are behind you. And those people that are behind you are who you need to think about, and other people that you need to keep in mind, not the ones that always have that outlook of you don't deserve it. Yeah. Which is, no one has the right to tell you don't deserve anything. I don't even want to get onto that, because it's a very sore subject for me still, and I'm still healing from it all. I say healing, but it's still raw for me, and it does eat me up a little bit. I'm not going to lie, but I don't let it. Again, I didn't react in any way through it all. And without getting too much onto that subject, just basically don't let anybody tell you or down your journey until you don't deserve something, because this is where I come in saying be self-assured in knowing that you work hard every day and you input every day, you learn new habits. So nutrition, for me, that's a big thing. I make sure whether I get in at 10 o'clock at night from coaching all day and wake up at 4:30 in the morning to go back to the coaching, I make sure I prep. Because everything starts from nutrition and feeling good about yourself and so forth. And these little habits are all things that you practice daily. And as long as you're doing that, you'll always be on the right track to... But like I said, that phrase in itself, what was said, it's very demeaning and very but these are the things that people will be told. Like in the seminar, I had a few girls tell me stuff that's kind of bothered them in the past, and you kind of think, it's such a shame that people are doing that, you know. We're all on the same path, we're all trying to get somewhere, and we all want to, and we're all trying to be and exceed in who we are as a wrestler. And you know, when people are saying things like that, it's just a very sad reflection. It is. You know what, I think we'll end there, because we've gone on for nearly 55 minutes. Probably cut that last bit, me ranting on. Well, I mean, how long have we been doing this? I hadn't even planned it. 6. God, that went on for quite a bit. You ain't going to post it all, right? I will look it through. If there's anything that I think isn't appropriate for YouTube, then I'll obviously take that out. But otherwise, I will keep it as unedited as I possibly can. I'm not worried about anything I said. I mean, I like keeping these as clean, as unedited as possible, because I think the more edits there are, it takes away from the personality, and it just makes it all a bit awkward to watch. So I think I like to keep them flowing, and basically the more I edit them, the more it breaks them up. So pretty much. But I will end actually asking you first, before you want to go, if you want to plug your social medias to the people watching this. I mean, bear in mind you're about 5 times. I mean, your website's about 5 times as big as mine are. So anyone watching this probably already follows you. But so it's at Sadie Gibbs on Instagram. I think on most of them. Are you asking me that? I don't know my own. At Sadie Gibbs with a little line. But if you put Sadie Gibbs, I will come. What's it? What they call? Underscore. Just a little line there. So at Sadie Gibbs with an underscore. Yeah, one of them.
We all have those brain fart moments.
Yeah, I have them too often though, to be honest. So one of them little things, and then Twitter at Sadie Gibbs, and Facebook Sadie Gibbs Athlete is my page.
/ professional wrestler, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, at Sadie Gibbs / athlete / professional wrestler / anything
/
else.
/
There's a
little line, another line.
like / There's about 5 different.
Yeah, I think you can find them if you Google
Yeah.
Sadie Gibbs as well. Like they should all come. Like I know my Twitter comes up on the page. So if that's an easier way, just do it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So those links will be in the description down below as for mine. There'll also be like a title card on the screen around Sadie's corner where they'll just be on the screen basically, so you can go and pause and go into stuff and follow her. And yeah, thank you very much for joining me. Again, massively appreciated, and I'll see you in a bit.
Thank
basically.
you for listening to me talk.
Talk for 55 minutes.
I know. I can't talk.
Well, I mean,
my family will tell you that. I'm a right ranter.
I mean, you made my job much easier because I didn't need to do any of the talking.
You talk too much.
Oh, you.
Oh no!
No, you didn't talk to. You talked the perfect amount because the more my guests talk, the easier it is for me because I just sit here and go carry on. I basically just sit here and listen to them.
I get carried away.
That's the best thing to do in these interviews, is to get carried away.
Passionate.
We'll call it, passionate. So anyway, thank you for joining me.
Yeah, because we'll go on another hour.
We could go on for another hour, couldn't we?
We'll take this into the rim with us. Hi.
So,
I think I'm getting hungry.
I'm not eating today, so I'm starving.
I did only eat an hour ago. Another hour and I'll be starving.
I mean, you've already eaten more than I have today with that salmon thing you eaten in the car.
Are you joking? I've had 4 of them. 4 of them and a protein shake and eggs and baked beans for breakfast.
You see, I woke up late, so I had no time to eat. So I threw all of this in the car without eating at all, drove it, and the only thing I've had today is a chocolate milkshake. That's it.
That's terrible.
I know. That is
terrible.
That is awful.
I'd be hungry. You wouldn't even be getting this interview out of me. I'm not going to lie. I'd be sitting there going, hungry.
I live my life starving. I am starving now, so I didn't really think that through at all. I don't think life through. Anyway, we are rambling on now.
Yes, guys.
So yeah, follow Sadie, follow me, and I'll see you in a bit. Peace out.
Oh, that way.
That yeah.
I went like this.